All right, y'all. So let's talk about this. Um, you know, Tank Davis. He's been a problematic guy. There was a time where he made some comments about getting away from Baltimore and staying out of trouble, focus on his boxing. And I remember him making this comment at a time when Adrian Broner was just making headlines all the time for all the wrong reasons. And Floyd, working with both of these guys, Floyd was trying to keep these guys, get them on the right track and keep them there. And fans are idiots. Human beings, something is seriously wrong with human beings. I can remember people, oh man, this nigga just jealous, or he just trying to hold him back. He don't want him to get more popular than him. And wait, Floyd trying to keep you focused on boxing. Floyd trying to get you to make as much money as you possibly can. Floyd trying to get you in a frame of mind to put, the business at hand first, leave the streets alone, stop getting yourself in bullshit. Jealous of what? Jealous of what? But, they run the social media, Floyd this, Floyd that, blah, 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 then take the shit down. You guys eat it up and then go, oh, Floyd this, Floyd that. Well, here's the deal, right? I always say this to anybody. When parents say, I don't want you to make the same dumb decisions or the dumb mistakes I made. I don't want you to go out and do the same things. I want better for you. And I'm going to teach you to not do the things that I was doing. When you go from that to, well, when we was younger, we fucked up too. You gotta, you gotta go out there and learn, man. Experience is the best teacher. So, you know what I'm saying? You can't stop them. You gotta let them live their life. Oh, really? So you don't guide your sons and daughters. You don't guide your brothers and sisters, your best friends. Or you don't guide people. Anybody ever roll with me? No, they can't bring dumb shit into my life. They know this already. I look at Tank Davis, and when I tell you guys things, this is how you can always tell weak-minded people, because weak-minded people always make excuses for other weak-minded people. Remember when he was so-called Muslim, Abdul Wahid? Remember when I said, it's funny when people start going through shit, just overnight, all of a sudden, they claim a religion. Don't know the first thing about the religion, don't understand nothing in the book. That's why I know these motherfuckers ain't. If you really understand that book, you go, wait a minute, oh. And you really understand who you are and who you actually should and shouldn't be, with or without the religious shit. That's why now, if you notice, more people are getting away from that shit and just bettering themselves. I don't need the fear of some eternal hell to make me not do shit. It's called self-control. This dude is always in some domestic type shit. So I'm not here to talk about the story. Everybody know what happened by now. But at the end of the day, here's a guy is a perfect example of someone that needs to be saved from himself. The problem when you got money, your ego. Nobody can tell you nothing. See, the little homies get to the point where they want to become the big homies. So you know what starts happening? Your love and your advice, your guidance starts to become a hindrance to them. They don't want to hear that shit. They'll listen, but inside, this motherfucker, man, they just want to do what they want to do. See, him severing ties with Floyd, what did that do for his career? Like, what happened? What's better about his career now? Adrian Broner severing ties with Floyd. What happened better for his career? What happened? This is why it's good to see Carmel Moulton is not following those footsteps. Carmel Moulton seems to be focused on the business. We don't, hear anything, see him popping up in the news. And because, what happens, I'm telling you this shit right now, man. The life of a boxer is a strict, lonely one. Training, all that shit. But you got to be built for that shit. Okay? All these boxers want to be entertainers. They want to be celebrities. They want the popularity. They want their ego stroked. They're not focused on just being boxers, man. They're not focused on that. It's all the outside shit. How many bitches I'm gonna pick up at the club tonight? Yo, that fine chick, oh yeah, man, you over here choking women, putting your hands on women, getting upset and angry. Your money don't make you no smarter. That's obvious. And you out here wasting your talent, wasting your life. Your daughter and whoever else, your mom, whoever else that you're helping, that you're able to help make life easier for them, for you to put yourself in these type of situations, man, it's like the excuses that people, they make, they embrace them. This is why when somebody, I always go back to Mike Tyson saying, I was young and the money was coming in. I wasn't used to it. I didn't know what to do. So, and yeah, man, that could happen to you. Yeah, man. Yeah. How your broke ass know? The fuck, you ain't been rich. Shut your dumb ass up. You still live in the same project building you did when that you grew up in, and now you all are fucking 59 years old, still living in that same building. Shut the fuck up. What the hell you know about being rich? Common sense. It's too bad that it's not contagious. That same thing that Mike Tyson said, see, when you embrace that shit, it becomes a crutch. You wear it like a badge of honor, and it becomes an excuse that you hold on to. It's a built-in excuse now. Oh, y'all, I wasn't used to the money. I ain't mean to slap the bitch in the face and choke her, but, nah, you're not even thinking, I need to protect myself, my money, my family. I'm putting myself in harm's way to be locked up, lose everything because of what? You can't control your temper. You got an ego issue. What's going on? You think mental health issues is something that just started in the 2000s? Mental health issues has always been around. But you want to know something? Back in the days, people didn't embrace the shit. Nowadays, man, my mental health issues up. Yo, I got mental health issues. Yo, mental health issues is real. Man. This is a very fragile, weak generation of people. And I'm telling you, this is why they're always in some shit. Because nothing that you can say to them, nothing that you can do, they can see a person doing the same dumb shit they're doing. Stop. Get better results, better themselves in life. They'll be like, fuck this nigga, man. This motherfucker think he better than me or some shit. All right. And you want to know what they do? They surround themselves with nothing but yes men, because they don't want nobody to tell them, nah, man, you doing this all wrong. You need to change what you're doing. This is bullshit. They don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear that. This is what they want. Yo, who that bitch right there, yo? Oh, shit, she fine as hell. I think that's her man. Yeah, that's her nigga, yo. I seen that, yeah. Yo, watch this. I'm about to go grab her ass. Watch this. Yo, what? Yo, get the fuck out of here. This nigga tweaking, yo. Oh, fuck that. That nigga say something, fuck that. We jumped that nigga. That's the type of stupid shit. Because nobody go, man, sit your dumb ass down. We ain't doing none of that shit. Leave that fucking chick alone. Leave her man alone. Mind your fucking business. Nah, nobody has the heart to do that. Nah, he might get mad and then cut me out of the group. Then I ain't, you know what I'm saying? This is what you get, a bunch of kids. It's funny how y'all become religious, but nothing about you change. Yeah, but Aries, you got to give him time. I ain't got to give him shit, motherfucker. He ain't living this life for me. I'm telling y'all, stop falling for bullshit. Ain't it funny how his name is no longer Abdul Wahid? Huh? His name is still Gervonta Tank Davis. Question, when did it ever stop being that? Do you hear him talking this Islam shit? Huh? Do you hear him, getting into the Quran and knowing the swords in the Quran and what it means? Do you see him implementing any of this shit in his life? Is that what fucking Muslims do? Go around beating up on women? And all these excuses that y'all make for these fighters. When I was saying, yo, Adrian Broner's wasting his talent, Adrian's done. No, man, I think he's still there. You can think what you want, but Adrian Broner's a fucking drunk. He has problems. He needs help. And basically, some people, unfortunately, it's just no saving them. I see this boy Ray J sitting up here talking about, the doctors told me, you know what I'm saying, I don't have long to live, so I'm not going to be here to see my daughter. This and that. Yo, don't say that, man. Don't say that. You're going to be here. He over here sucking his teeth and frowning his face because the dude is telling him to think positive. How do you help people like that? Didn't we just say Ray J about 3 months ago? Walking into some doctor's office for some I think she's a psychiatrist or whatever, and she tell him no, turn off the camera. He's trying to, but what was he doing? He's going to see a psychiatrist. He says he has a drinking problem. He got to stop drinking. And as he's saying that, he got a camera in one hand. What's in his other hand? A bottle of wine and champagne or whatever the fuck he was drinking, but some alcohol. And she's like, no, camera's off. What do you thought? I'm some big shot celebrity. I'm going to come in. No. And now all of a sudden, you see him talking crazy. You see, everything. I used to always tell my homies, man, listen, we athletes. There's no reason for us to fucking start drinking. Understand this, though. All it takes is one drink at the wrong time, and your life can be done. All it takes is that one drink, and you never put that bottle down, and now you fucked up. You don't think about it early, but as you get older, and the more you fucking your liver up, the more everybody talking about putting that Remy in the system and drinking that fucking Kabasi and whatever else the fuck they drinking. Yeah, I know. Y'all think y'all some cool motherfuckers. You see these motherfuckers before they even turn 50. Pot belly receding, the hairlines all fucked up. Motherfucker in and out the hospital. Why? And everybody around you, this was fun, right? So when you say, oh, I had my fun, what's fun? I see motherfuckers go to the club, come home, covered in vomit and piss. Don't even remember what happened. How much fun can you have if you can't remember what the fuck you did? And your ass, somebody done drove your ass home and put you out the car covered in vomit and piss. Like, motherfucker, that might not even be your piss, stupid ass. This is fun. There's no discipline, man. These guys are no longer hungry once they get them, that big money. And I don't know how y'all took it, but when I heard Tank Davis sitting there trying to play the victim, and he's being interviewed, talk about Floyd tried to shut him up because Floyd thought I was screwing his daughter. Boy, you are Floyd's meal ticket. Not that he needs you as a meal ticket, but you're his prize fighter. You're his pet project, so to speak. He's trying to make you lose. How dumb can you motherfuckers be? How dumb can you be? No, you know what that was? That was Tank showing you, without realizing it, that he don't want to fight the top guys. He was trying to do things his stride. He wasn't even sure and confident that he could beat that particular guy. And he beat the guy. He knocked him out. Floyd believed in him more than he believed in himself. Now, the worst thing that can happen to somebody like Tank is he talk all this shit. He talk about Floyd and this one and that one. But because these motherfuckers are so immature, the worst thing that can happen to him is he have somebody, another yes man, word, true. Instead of being like, nah, Tank, you grown, man. You got to take accountability, man. We can't be pointing the finger at Floyd and nobody else. This is on you. What did you get in the boxing for, man? Nah. He's telling you. What you think the bitching was about? He was trying to make me fight a guy that was world champion. He was trying, I wasn't, what you mean you wasn't ready? See, you didn't think he was ready. But everybody was saying it's Floyd. Floyd holding him back. Floyd won't let him fight this one and that one. No, they were trying to keep all the money in-house, PBC. That's true, and we know that. But it wasn't that he was trying to keep him from fighting the best. Hey, do you guys not know there's a video old as fuck surfacing? It's here right now where Floyd is telling, they're talking, they're being interviewed, and Floyd is standing there, Tank is next to him, and you hear Floyd saying to the interviewer, it's like, I tell Tank, man, you got to fight the best guys out there, man. You know, so you got to believe in yourself. He's standing here telling Tank that. But somehow Floyd is holding him back. Well, did you ever hear Tank say, Floyd is not getting me the fights I want? No, all he ever talked about is get that money up. He's accusing Floyd of trying to put him in there too soon. But somehow Floyd is the reason he's not fighting. See, it's like I told you, people get caught up into what people are saying on the internet. Don't you know, let me tell y'all something. People are fucking liars, man. I might have said this in one of my videos I dropped last night, but I'm going to say it again in case I didn't. I counted 28 videos. 28 videos with fake. It was basically stitched together photos of Tiafimo versus Shakur. The fight hadn't even started. This was hours before the fight started. Yo, breaking. KO. Breaking. You know what I'm saying? Brutal knockout. Right? Clickbait. They hadn't even fought. You had one dude took fights, 2 of their fights from someone else, and was piecing it to where it looked like they're really fighting each other, but you know, it's one of those bootleg where the cameras like only get like this much of their bodies or some shit. And so, yeah, people thought they was actually watching an actual fight. The fight hadn't even started, and I said, just look how fucked up people are, man. Look at how misleading. Just look at how rotten, how these people are scumbags. The world is full of crooked, lying motherfuckers. People will tell you whatever they want you to, whatever they think they know you want to hear. Just like Mike Tyson. I told y'all this story before. Mike Rashid was on his show, Hot Boxing. And I remember Mike Rashid told a story. Mike was sitting right there. He said, man, I was pissed off because I was at one of your training camps, man. And he's like, yo, y'all was bullshitting. Y'all was bullshitting. Nobody was serious. Like, and then they all like, yo, good training camp, good training camp. I'm like, yo, the fuck? Like, they're not, like you wasn't really taking it serious that day, and all they was doing was, yo, good training camp, Mike. And he clapping on. And you know what Mike Tyson said? Well, as long as they knew I was the boss. I love being the boss. Okay. You see how people always said, oh man, if Cus D'Amato never died, he'd have been undefeated all this year. I know, whatever. For all we know, him and Cus D'Amato might have had a falling out. Oh, never. How the fuck do you know that? You got blood relatives that have fallen outs. The fuck do you mean? They might have went separate ways. Who knows? Mike might have been one of them people that got to that point where he finally, I'm just tired of listening to people telling me what to do. I want to just be me, do what I want to do. I mean, because whether it was Kevin Rooney, Richie Giacchetti, doesn't matter. Look at the trouble Mike was getting in. This is a grown-ass man. What the fuck kind of hold you think Cus D'Amato had on him? Cus D'Amato dying ain't caused him to do nothing stupid. He just forgot how to fight all of a sudden because Cus D'Amato died? Cus D'Amato was an old-ass man. He couldn't even get in there physically and teach him. Physically, he could mentally and explain, have a younger trainer in there with him, and they're all working together and that type of shit. Excuses, man. Excuses. And my point is, every time, if you look at the patterns, the people, whether it's rappers, Tupac, DMX, whoever, it don't matter. All the people that y'all make excuses for, why did they all die young or end up going to jail or just fucking their lives up one way or another? Fortunately for Mike, he was able to get back on track where he could make some more money and don't have to end up broken. But Mike, every time, mushrooms, high all the time, right? Oh, he living his best life. All the time, y'all make excuses for people. And they end up not being where they could have been or should have been. Or just say could have been, because maybe they're where they should be. Maybe that's just who the fuck they are, right? But it's always excuses. If you do something local, you could be the baddest motherfucker at that shit locally, right? Now you start to travel. Let's say you lose. And you like, damn man, but I trained, I did this and that. But let's say you actually sit one day and happen to watch the person that defeated you train or something, and you go, you know what? That motherfucker trained harder than me. Damn, he's doing shit I didn't even know. You learn, you evolve, you add things to your arsenal, right? You get better. That's the whole thing. At some point in life, that hunger is going to not be the same anymore. You're not going to have the same desire in that same thing anymore. And when you dedicate your life to something that's brutal, that's hard, that's tough, you don't need distractions. And this is where Tank Davis is creating his own demons, man. I don't know what's going to happen with this guy, man. If he wants to continue to fight or not. He sounds like he doesn't even know what the fuck he want to do. Like he's just beat up in life. Clarissa Shields sent some kind words to him. Not that it means anything to him. Whatever he's dealing with, these are things he's creating on his own. And I'm going to tell y'all this right now. Men and women, ain't no motherfucker worth chasing. If a motherfucker, let me tell you something. if a person is not quick to settle down with you because they want to make sure that what y'all have is real, ain't gonna be no flash in the pan. Y'all jump in the bed, you suck, you fuck, you do all that, and then all of a sudden y'all can't stand each other. They don't want to go through this shit no more. That's something different. But as far as you trying to wife somebody or trying to lock somebody down to be a husband or whatever the fuck it is, and they're basically just like doing whatever the fuck it is they want to do in life, and their lifestyle and yours just don't mix, just let it go. I would rather die alone, single, than to be a motherfucker sitting up in jail knowing I should just let this motherfucker go on. You gotta be grabbing motherfuckers by the throat and roughing them up and slapping them around and all that. What kind of relationship is that? One of the things for sure is a lot of men try to settle down with women that's not wife material, and women try to settle down with men that's not husband material. But something about their ego make them keep pursuing it. They don't like to feel rejected. The ego says, no, you can't tell me no. Nah, I'm going to make this motherfucker give in. I'm going to break his will. Nah, I'm going to show her. I'm going to break her. And really, that's all you were, was just a challenge. Once they get it, okay. They don't care anymore. I don't know his situation with this chick and all. Obviously, they were dating or whatever. But at the end of the fucking day, you know, Tank got a lot of problems. He got a lot of problems. And he may just have an issue with focusing on boxing long run. He might jump in the ring and get knocked the fuck out his very next fight, if he fights again. And if he gets to the point where he's fighting just for money, yeah, it definitely can happen. Because let me tell you something, man. Once that fire is no longer the same, you jump in there expecting shit to work for you, hoping it worked for you, but not sure. You see the way he talks now. Like he's not sure about what he wants to do. I told you guys, man. Stop falling for every time you turn around, somebody's a Muslim. Or is it Jarrell Miller all of a sudden a Muslim? Then all of a sudden, after he's a so-called Muslim, I got my shahada and all of it, right? And this motherfucker over there telling Anthony Joshua to suck his dick, eat a dick, you a bitch ass nigga, I want to fuck your mother and all this. Yeah, that's the real Muslim way, right? I keep telling y'all, man, these people are trying to find something. It's soul searching, so to speak. And that's always what they think they got to do. You got to find God. You got to get right with God. Yo, son, you got to get right with God. Next thing you know, this motherfucker in church. Yeah. All that bullshit. Yeah, I got right with God. I want to give, thanks to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. All praises be to Allah. You know what I'm saying? Right. A month later, you beating up on a woman. You at some strip club getting fucking street fights. I mean, all kinds of goofy shit. Man, y'all need to just understand. Y'all in a position to make a lot of money. Focus on your money. Be respectful. Be humble. Be down to earth. Make your money. Do what you got to do. Give these people their money's worth. Go out there and entertain. That's what you get paid to do. Go on with your life. Before you know it, your best years then came and gone. You're no longer in the ring. You're no longer relevant to the sport. But your legacy's there. I agree with Mike Tyson on this. Y'all know I said this shit years ago. I don't give a fuck about legacy and all that shit. I've done a lot of things in my life, man, and I never gave a fuck about, I want people to think this or that. Man, if I'm gone, I'm gone, I'm dead. How the hell do I know what y'all saying about me? I don't even care. I'm gone. I'm not here. You know how big your ego is and how you know how inflated your head is that you shouldn't be concerned about how people see you when you go. I ain't thinking about none of that shit. I know I love my family. I love my people. Those who love me, I love them. I've been down for the people I love. Always have been and was always in their corner. And those that's been there for me, I mean, it's just love. But the same way I'm going to die one day, so is my family. Everybody else is going to go. Ain't worried about no goddamn legacy, man. Fucking legacy. Fuck out of here. A legacy. Fuck. Oh, because people debating over me. Who was better at this or that? Or who would have won this? Who? Really? That's what my legacy's about. People debating on me. I don't care nothing about that bullshit. I want to enjoy, while my 2 feet on the ground right now, I want to enjoy this life. This the life I know of. I ain't worried about no fucking afterlife bullshit. None of that Sprout New England flying away and playing trumpets up in the sky and all that bullshit. I tell you this, I know people that don't know shit about no religion, but they ain't lying, cheating, stealing them. They out here just chilling, living their life. It's always you so-called religious motherfuckers be the ones doing the worst shit. Yo, crooked Christian asses running around here going to strip clubs and fucking somebody else's wife and all this shit and claiming to be righteous. Ain't none of us righteous. I always tell y'all, I'm not a nice guy, I'm a good guy. Because I've done nothing but good for people, but I don't take shit from nobody. So no, I'm not a nice guy, I'm a good guy. You know, help families eat, make sure people got rules over there, all that kind of do a whole lot of shit for people. Yeah. 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 I don't know what Tank is going to do. I don't know if there's anybody around Tank that he listens to. Obviously not. Because, or if anybody is telling him anything for his own good. I really can't say any of that shit because I don't know. I mean, his mom come to all this fight. She's always real supportive of him. I don't know the kind of relationship they have. And I'm not digging into that. I don't care. It's not my concern. But just giving this news. Whatever he's going to do, he's a grown-ass man. But if his mom can talk to him, if he has any respect for his mom, if his mom is down on earth, and know the right words to say to him with just truth and facts. Like example, how would you feel if a man grabbed me, choked me, smacked me around? How would you feel? You know, you can't put your hands on these people. Man, listen, if it's not working, let her go. Move on with your life. You know, maybe, I don't know. And I'm saying this because I really can't see a man telling him those same things and he listened. So maybe if he love his mom and they close, and maybe she could, I don't know. Because if anybody can get to him and they're just not for whatever reason, I don't know. But he better figure out what he's going to do. He's a grown-ass man. You have no problem telling everybody how rich you are. Niggas getting money over here. Niggas over there definitely broke, blah, blah, blah. Right. You know, all that Abdul Wahid bullshit, or I'm a Muslim. I know. And then as soon as you get through a problem, whatever the fuck that caused you to want to be religious, all of a sudden you forget about all that shit. So I don't care, wearing no fucking turban on your fucking head, wearing dashikis and all that, bowing your head 12 o'clock to the east or whatever the fuck time you're off. All that shit don't mean nothing. You can do all that and still be the biggest scumbag in the world. But hey man, this is Tank Davis, you know? And at one time at least, he was real close with Adrian Broner. And you see what Broner is, right? And that's what I'm saying. Misery loves company. That's the type of people they feel more comfortable around. The people that have the same type of demons as them. And what they'll say. And when I say demons, I don't mean no fucking spirit. I'm just say have the same mindset as them. Yeah, let's go with that. Have the same mindset as them. Because they feel like he ain't judging me. Me and him are the same. We do the same type of shit. Every time you see Adrian Broner, 1 minute he clowning, acting silly, doing little weird dances, making little silly faces in the camera. And then next time you see him, he pissy drunk. He going on somebody's show, pissy drunk. He's embarrassing himself, the people around him, all this kind of stuff. How is somebody like Adrian Broner going to uplift Tank? How is Tank going to uplift Adrian Broner? The whole thing is, I want to be comfortable, and I'm comfortable around him because he's not judging me. Nah, it's not about anybody judging you. It's about somebody caring about you enough to tell you the truth about yourself. And I just feel like Tank's a hard-hitting motherfucker that nobody can talk to. Just like Adrian. And that's probably why them two so close. But at the end of the day, you know, they're grown men, and these are the choices that they're making. That's all I got for you guys. Catch you guys on the next video.